dispute, terrorists are using social media as a weapon for recruitment, for spreading propaganda, to the terrifying beheading videos. So how can we use social media to get them? Just recently, a Taliban spokesperson gave away a secret location by using Twitter. And joining us, Kevin Barron, executive editor of the news website Defense One. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
All right, so how do we use social media to get ISIS, get these Islamic extremists? What do we do?
Well, defense intelligence agencies, all intelligence agencies, love social media, right? This is open source information that's out there for them to see. So they think Twitter and Facebook, these are wonderful things as long as the terrorists keep using them.
So, but there are a couple ways. One is Twitter is that you mistakenly note your location, right?
Right. It doesn't take a genius to learn how to turn that off, but it was on, and we found out from a Taliban spokesman in Pakistan who had his city right there for everyone to see.
All right, so as they're using it for recruitment and also to threaten our military families recently, or the relatives of, what can we do to block their efforts to use it? What can we do to sort of stymie them?
Well, there's two things going on, right? So there's a lot of pressure on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook to not show these things, especially things like the beheading of journalists, right? That those videos are resoundingly rejected by a lot of media organizations who try not to encourage that from being put out. But at the same time, like I said, intelligence agencies and also the private industry right now are coming up with all sorts of complex algorithms to use this information to map terrorism, to map the networks of who's talking to whom and where they're located, down to the cell phone tower. So it's valuable information that our intelligence agencies, military, they don't want it completely gone.
You can't underestimate the impact of the social media. If you think about it, is that in January, not to hit the president over the head with this again, but that he referred to ISIS as JV, and there's relatively nothing done between January and August. Then we had the beheading videos of 2 Americans, and suddenly that was put on the internet, and that social media really did shape foreign policy, because now we're over there with airstrikes.
Right. Well, there's a sense in the Pentagon that it took those beheadings to really change a president's mind, to change a country's policy, and to bring this country into a war that it has been resisting going into. Not just the president, honestly. Look, the Congress resisted going into the war last year, too. Republicans in Congress as well. The difference, though, really was those 2 videos, which were big enough to be on cable TV, by the way, not just social media. So the effect of social media on military campaigns and military movements, I'm not so sure about.
Kevin, thank you. Hope you come back.